Hey guys, it's Lord here, back again with another review, and today we are having a look at the Marvel Legends MCU Build-A-Figure Cull Obsidian / Black Dwarf Wave. That was a mouthful. Today we are having a look at Ant-Man and Wasp. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, now as I said before, today we are having a look at the Ant-Man and Wasp, who are part of the Cull Obsidian wave of Marvel Legends released for Infinity War. Not part 2, but it is the second Infinity War wave. This is how we're going to do these from now on. I'm going to double up Marvel Legends because it's Marvel Legends. If you don't know what the articulation is at this point, I don't know what you're watching any of these videos for. I mean, it's the same on like every figure. So no real need to beat a dead horse with a rotten stick, if you know what I'm saying. But with that being said, again, it's Marvel Legends. It's nothing too insane, nothing too out of the ordinary, or even fantastic sometimes. But this is going to save me time, save you guys time, and it's going to get these things out a little quicker, as opposed to 2 weeks for a wave that'll take 1 week. I think in the long run it'll work out. I actually tried this back in January with the Black Panther wave, and I thought that worked out pretty well. Those got a decent amount of views anyways. Although who really watches this damn channel anymore? I don't know. But with that being said, we are looking at Ant-Man and the Wasp. They look like Ant-Man and the Wasp, as in Paul Rudd and whoever the chick is. And yeah, so that being said, let's get into their accessories. Alrighty, and before we get into the accessories, I am not going to show the Build-A-Figure pieces anymore, but I am going to tell you what ones they come with. Wasp comes with the head of Cull Obsidian, and Ant-Man comes with one of the legs. So, there you go. But in the way of Ant-Man's accessories, he does, of course, come with the Paul Rudd head sculpt, which is on him in package. Looks like him, has that smirk. I don't mind the smirk. I think it works. Seems like kind of a cocky D-bag to me. And then we have the helmeted head, which is the one I prefer. And that is the one we are going to be using for the majority of this review. And there you go. Unfortunately, it didn't come with any hands. Alternate hands, although they do pop off. So I don't know what the deal with that is. Yeah, no hands for Ant-Man. At least I didn't see any. So, there's that. Now for the Wasp. They decided to go all out with her for some reason. They gave her freaking interchangeable backpacks. Now, idealistically, they probably could have just made the wings separate pieces and unpegged, but they articulate, first of all. And then these ones are just straight down. Now, for all intents and purposes of this review, I will show you what these look like on her in just a moment, but we are probably going to use this backpack because it is smaller and takes up less real estate. That being said, she does also come with 2 heads. She comes with the head sculpt that is unmasked. Looks like her. I don't know who the Sam hell this is, but it's not fugly, that's for sure. We leave that for Toy Biz Marvel Legends. And then we have the masthead, which if I can get in close enough here. Just trying to focus on the head. Can be easier said than done. But you can see there are eyes in there. And that is pretty slick, I'm not gonna lie. So, this is the head I will be displaying her with for the majority of the video. So there you go. These figures, I believe, are the ones that are 2 per case as well. We'll just attach the wings too. As you can see, you're all ready to go. Looks pretty sweet. But again, due to space, we are going to put the retracted set on. Just for the video. I'm going to display her with the wings out, of course. But there you go. And then last but not least, she does come with a set of flight hands. Just simple flight hands. Well, with that out of the way, let's move on to articulation. And since he is closest to the standard Marvel Legends fare in terms of articulation, you guessed it, we are going to use Ant-Man. Since he is a dude, he also has the most of the two, which is kind of weird. But the head tilts a little bit, looks side to side. Up and down, not too much, probably because of the helmet. But he can look up a little bit. Look down a little bit. Might just be stiff too. It's always a possibility. Shoulders will move out. That far. Which is nuts. Now you want to be careful because they are kind of stiff. You don't want to bust the bicep off, which is prone to happen. I'm looking at you, Amazon exclusive Thor. Piece of shite. He's got a bicep swivel. Speaking of which, double jointed elbow. Where on the Wasp, this is single jointed. He's got hinge swivel wrists, and they do unpeg. So why he didn't get any extra hands, I don't know. Then again, neither did Thor. All the chicks in the wave got the alternate hand options. Because I would have displayed him with 2 fists. I don't know. Ab crunch works. 1 click forward, a little bit back. Yeah, that's about it. Waist cut. Belt is a separate floating piece. So that is nice. Hips move forward, back, out, in. Thigh cut breaks up the sculpt, so all you ACBA guys, it's your fault. Double joint at the knee. Hinge in the foot and an ankle rocker. No cut in the lower leg. Now, I don't know if this is on every figure, but I should not be able to do this easy. If you're going to give a figure joints, period, in the legs, make those the tightest joints, please. I mean, is that so hard? I mean, looking at Wasp here, watch this. You could kind of see there's a little foreplay in there. I mean, I should not be able to do this. Her feet are loose. Her lower leg, her knees are loose. There's give in the joints. I think this is like the best one. The upper knee on this side. Yeah, it's not good. But she does have the single jointed elbow, as I said before, and the swivel down there. And her shoulder range is about there. Oh, she also has a diaphragm joint, which I prefer. Not a lot of crunch, though. More back than anything. Everything else, the same. No. Range in the hips is about the same, too. So, there you go. That is it for articulation. So now, size comparison. Alrighty, and here they are next to the standard size comparisons I always have on me. Spidey and Deadpool. The new and improved Deadpool that's on the smaller body. That's a little bit more to scale with the Bucky cap. You can tell it's a little bit taller than Pizza Spidey. So that's good. But yeah, I'd say they scale nicely with these two. Given the fact Ant-Man's legs are a little bit on the spread side and Wasp is obviously a little bit on the short side, I'd say the scale is dang near perfect here. However, these are the only 2 figures I have reviewed of the wave, so we won't be doing any other comparisons to that, or Ant-Man and Wasp, to be exact, because they're all on display, and I ain't moving that stuff. So, with that being said, I guess we are just going to move right along to final thoughts. Alrighty, guys. So wrapping up with final thoughts. These things are a pain in the butt to stand. This part here probably took me a good 20 minutes to get them to stand like this, but maybe that's just mine. But still, it's 2018. Shouldn't be a problem. Called ratchets. You've used them before. Use them again. Thank you. That was venting. If you're not familiar with that, should be if you're watching this channel. But at the very least, I will say these are very nice representations of the characters, despite the fact they're loose as balls where they shouldn't be. And the head sculpts are nice. Both head sculpts are nice for each of them. And the Wasp does come with really nice accessories. The interchangeable backpacks is a nice touch, as well as the flight hands. Kind of wish Ant-Man came with something else, maybe another set of hands, because he doesn't. But that's neither here nor there. So with that being said, if I was going to individually rate these guys, I'd probably give them around the 8 apiece range, only because they are a pain in the butt, at least for me to stand. And they're nothing too insane. It's more or less the fact that the molds are nice and the head sculpts are nice. The real life actor head sculpts, I should say. That definitely looks like a small version of Paul Rudd over there. So, yeah. But with that being said, hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully, with figures that freaking stand.